Hey there traders, and welcome back for another free video from thestockbandit.com. I'm sure glad that you've made it. So here we are in part 2 of the full-time trader. Now this is again my response. It's a series of responses to the main question that many people have, which is, can I trade full-time? Now as I mentioned in part 1, let me just run through quickly. I get asked about this a lot, so I wanted to compile this resources, and it's important that I make it clear to you that this is my opinion on what it takes. So without getting into all your personal details, these are just some theoreticals that I think are highly important. And your situation might require something completely different. So even if you do meet all this criteria, trading may still not be for you. And of course, this guarantees nothing because the markets always involve risk, and there's always a chance that you'll lose some or all of your money trying to trade or invest. So with that out of the way, in part 1, we talked a little bit about do I have what it takes to make it? And I talked about having a strong desire and a commitment to trading and the things that includes. We also talked about mental toughness and the importance of that. And we talked about your need to have some experience and some success as a part-time trader before you go full-time. So here in part 2, we're going to talk about another big question, which is, do I have enough to trade with to make a full-time income? Okay, so people always wonder, do I have enough? Am I starting with enough capital to be trading? So let's talk about what you're going to need to make a full-time income as a trader. So the first thing you're going to need obviously is capital, but that's going to come in 2 different forms. The first form is going to be cash. Yes, you need money in an account in order to trade. So it takes money to make money. You've heard that probably your whole life, but that's obviously true in trading. So when it comes to the cash in your account, how big of an account do you need? I think it starts with a question that you've got to answer for yourself, which is, what do you need to make? Okay, this is going to come down to the monthly cash flow that you're going to need to generate in order to live the lifestyle that you're going to live. Now that's going to prompt the next question, which is, what kind of a return is that going to require? Okay, so you take a look at how much is in your account, how much you're going to need to generate on a monthly or annual basis to live, and then you're going to be able to easily determine what kind of a return that's going to require. So for example, let's say that you need $50,000 a year to live on, and you're trading on $25,000, so you're going to need to generate a 200% return over the course of the year. And by the way, that is not at all easy. So don't give yourself an uphill battle from the very start. Trading is hard enough, so you really need to be well capitalized. You need to have goals that are easily achievable in terms of your return, and I think that's something that we've got to start off with here. Now in terms of capital, there is another type of capital, which is confidence or psychological capital. Now this kind of goes back to part 1, referring to your need to experience some success and have some background trading in the markets before you dive in full time, and that's going to be a source of your confidence. Some of your confidence is going to come from your past experience and past success. Now you can't live in the past, I realize that, but you've got to be able to draw from that and pull from your experience and parlay that into some confidence to overcome some of the hurdles that you'll face as a trader. You've also got to derive some confidence from the hard work that you're putting in, from the commitment that you have, and from a respect that you have for the market. Now this goes a long way toward preventing blow-ups, and it goes a long way toward preserving your confidence. So by respecting the market, you're going to be able to maintain or build the current confidence that you have. Now you're also going to need some tools for trading. Now that's going to include a number of different things. One of them is going to be the brokerage that you trade through and the platform that you're provided with to trade with. So depending on your trading style, there are a host of different platforms out there available to trade on. Some of them are going to be ideal for your needs as a trader. If you're a scalper, you may need a direct access platform. If you're a little bit slower day trader, or if you're a swing trader, then you can have access to a number of different other types of platforms that can really meet all those needs with plenty of bells and whistles. But you need that tool at your disposal in order to work the markets every day. You also need data and charting. You've got to be able to determine what the market's doing. You've got to be able to work those charts and draw your trend lines and make your notes on those and things like that in order to continue locating trades and managing your current risk. You're also going to need some good technology. You don't need the best. You don't need to go out and buy the highest end computer that you can find, but you do need good hardware. You need a good, stable internet connection that you can rely on day in and day out when your money is on the line. You're also going to need some coaching or a mentor to guide you along. You need someone to help introduce new concepts to you. You need someone to help you strengthen your current skills and help build some new ones that you're going to need for your trading. So you need a good coach or a mentor to help you, get through, especially the early stages of your career. And so it's going to also provide some guidance for you, give you some new concepts, and of course strengthen your skills. So the other thing that you probably are going to need is somewhat optional, but you need a news service. You need something that's going to generate headlines for you that you can see what the market is responding to. You're going to probably need some price filters, some things that are able to let you structure some almost strategies to say, when these certain things happen, I want to be alerted to stocks that are meeting that criteria. And you may also like subscribing to an idea service like we have here at thestockbandit.com, where we're putting out ideas for you, trading plans, and things that you can kind of pull ideas from to combine with your own in order to continue finding success in the market. So there's a good look at what you need to start with in terms of capital. It's going to involve cash and confidence. It's going to also include several different tools that you're going to need. And of course, in part 3, we're going to cover some of the mistakes that you're going to need to avoid as a full-time trader. So I'll see you in the next video in part 3. As always, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you soon with more. But until then, trade like a bandit.